Joining me now, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas. She's a member of the House Oversight Committee. Congresswoman, welcome back to the Sunday show. It's been a long time since we've spoken. So can I just get your reaction to what we've been seeing through Elon Musk's wrecking ball through the federal government, and specifically through this news coming out of USAID tonight that 2,000 people will find out today that they've been fired?
Yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, I just have to say thank you to the American people, because clearly your resilience and your resistance, it is right there front and center where we need it to be. The fact that they showed up in record numbers all over the country, showing up and confronting those members of Congress that have decided, as I stated in a hearing the other week, that they wanted to castrate their constitutional duties. So I am excited to see that the American people are not sitting by idly and pretending as if they don't understand how the three co-equal branches of government work. Unfortunately, the Republicans in the House have decided they don't really care. Whatever Elon wants to do, who cares that they got elected to office? They're going to collect their checks. They're going to take the congressional delegation trips around the world, and that's pretty much all they're going to do, and campaign for the next election through sitting through committees. But at the same time, we know that Elon Musk supposedly does not have any authority whatsoever, according to the White House, at least in their court filings. But the idea that this guy thinks that he can go in and send out an email to the entire federal government and have everyone report to him, when at the same time they're saying that he has no authority, is bewildering to me. But I'm going to tell you who also has shocked me. Some of the leaders of these organizations that have said, we are not going to relinquish our duties. We understand our jobs. We understand that these people report to us and they don't report to Musk. And so with that, I do want to applaud anybody that at this moment has the audacity to actually do what they were either elected to do or do exactly what they are paid to do.
Congresswoman, there are a lot of people who still are out there wondering, where's the fire and the fight from elected Democrats? Where are they? Why aren't they bringing, fighting fire with fire? Do you agree with that? One, do you agree with that critique? And two, do you think the Democrats in Congress are getting better at pushing back against what's happening?
I think that we're struggling from a lot of the things that we struggled from during the campaign, which was that we may be pushing back, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people can hear us or see us. Some of us have the ability to be a little bit more amiable when it comes to working in different types of platforms, and therefore you end up being seen a lot more. I will tell you that I have conversations consistently, day and night. There are so many chats that we have where we are talking about what we're going to do, and we're talking about what we are doing. But a matter of amplifying those things is a lot more difficult. And I think that it's important that those of us that sit in Congress have to figure out what is really the best way for us to communicate. And we've got to settle into that and recognize that not everyone's going to sit on a podcast, not everyone's going to be social media savvy, but they are going to have to find their communication lane. And so I do think that it is something that we struggle with. We know right now we obviously have X that's owned by Elon. We've also got the other news network that I won't name, and some other things. So there's an actual ecosystem that pumps out this disinformation consistently on behalf of them.
Congresswoman, let me get you on a policy thing. I'm going to play for you what Leader Jeffries said on CNN today when asked whether a shutdown was on the table, because we have that March 14th deadline coming up. Listen to what he has to say, and I'll talk with you about it on the other side.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because as we've been discussing, we have to stop this reckless Republican budget from going forward, and that's going to be on the floor on Tuesday. What we do know is that the Republicans have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It is their responsibility to fund the government.
Congresswoman, do Democrats have the stomach to withhold votes from Republicans in order to keep the government open?
I certainly hope so. I know that I'm not going to vote for their proposal for sure. Here's the thing. Our strength lies in standing together. And honestly, that is a message that not only applies to us that are sitting in the House, but that actually applies to Democrats across the board. The more that we can stand together, the stronger we are. Everyone knows united we stand, divided we fall. And so we were divided in the election. We can't allow them to divide us at this moment. I have reached out to my colleagues and asked if there are colleagues that are concerned. Talk to me about what those concerns are, because I want to make sure that we can provide cover for them if they have concerns and feel as if they are compelled to vote for this budget. But the leader is absolutely correct. And I hate the headlines that keep saying the Democrats may shut the government down. This isn't up to the Democrats, right? We're not the ones that are going to shut the government down. The question is if we will do everything to keep the government open. But right now they have a Trump trifecta. So when and if the government shuts down, it is going to be on Trump and his minions. It is not going to be on us as Democrats, because we weren't elected to gut Social Security, to gut Medicaid and Medicare, to gut USAID, to gut any of these programs that they're going after. We didn't. That's not what we campaigned on. So that's not what we're going to do. We'll let them to do that by themselves.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, as always, thank you very much for coming to the Sunday Show.